that it is working. So I'm trying to access the account Dashamir on this server with SSH on the port 2201. And because this is the first time that I'm trying to connect to this server is not known to my local SSH client. And that's why it is asking this question. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. The password is my email address. For you, it is your email address. And now I am on this server 1.
You are not sharing the screen.
Oh, sorry. Because of the disconnection, the screen sharing was interrupted as well, and also the audio. Okay. Let me. I can explain it here. So this is the SSH command, and it is asking this question: Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. And now I am on the remote server. Host name server 1 at fs.al. Who am I? It is the user account Dashamir. Our print working directory is home Dashamir. Now I exit from this shell with exit, and I am back to user 1 at Raspi. Instead of making a login to the remote shell, I can execute a command remotely. For example, I can execute the command ls al. And it is asking the password again because it is trying to connect to this account on this server, and then it will going to execute this command on that server. And now we can see that this listing is the same as the listing that I did before. So this command ls.al is being executed on the remote server. Or I can send another command, for example, who am I? It is asking for the password again. And it is saying that I am Dashamir on the remote account, because if I run who am I on this account, I am user 1 on the local machine. Now, if I try another command, I want to list all the hidden files, those that start with a dot. So I am writing ls.star. Now this is interesting. I mistyped the password. Let me try again the password. Now we see a lot of error messages. ls cannot access .cache, cannot access .config, etc. Why is this strange behavior? It is because this .star is being interpreted by the local shell. So the command that I'm typing is this one. When I press enter, the local shell, the shell on this local machine, is interpreting this command before executing it. and this one is a shell replacement. It is trying to replace this one with all the files that match this pattern on the local account, and it finds these files on the local account, and it is replacing this dot star with all these files. So this command becomes ls dot dmrc dot face dot icon, etc. So it becomes a long command that is being executed on the remote shell. But this is not what I intended. This is not what I wanted. So how can I fix this? I can fix this by circling it with single quotes. These single quotes or double quotes. In this case, double quotes will work as well. Prevent the shell from expanding this. It is going to execute exactly this command on the remote machine without trying to replace this with names of the files that match this pattern. So now it is listing the hidden files on the remote account. Yes. Now, each time that I give a remote command, I am forced to type the password, and this is inconvenient. So let's see another way to authenticate. We can use public-private keys or SSH keys to authenticate. The public key is saved on the remote account, the private key is on the local account, and then we can use the SSH command with the private key in order to access the remote account. The command SSH keygen generates a pair of public and private key. Let's see the help of this command. One of the options is -t type, and we can use this type ECDSA. So SSH keygen type ECDSA, and one of the options is -f, which is the name of the file. So name the file key1. Press enter. Now I'm not going to give a password for this key because this password is used to encrypt the key itself, but I don't want this, otherwise it will ask for the decryption, the decryption password when I use the SSH command. So I just press enter here. Enter the same password again, enter again, and if I look on the current directory, there is this key1 and key1.pub. So this one is the private key, and it is accessible, readable, and writable only by the owner, not the group and the others. And the public key is readable. Now I want to send this public key to the remote server, and I can use the command ssh copy ID. SSH copy ID. The identity file is key1.pub. And the remote account, when I want to send this public file, is I also have to specify the port here. Because it says port 22 connection refused. By default, it tries to access it on the port 22, which is the default SSH port. Now it is again asking for the password. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not sure. Anyway, we can do it another way. Instead of using SSH copy ID, let's use
Is your username only Dashamir
Sorry?
instead of Dasha? Isn't your username only Dashamir at server one?
You are right. You are right. The username is not this one. The username is Dashamir. Yes, you are right. I used it. Okay, this is maybe the error with this command as well. So let's try it again. Thanks, Andreas. Thanks. This is not my usual. Dashamir is not usually my usual username, so I'm confused. So I'm trying to copy this public ID to this account on the remote server. And now it worked. Number of keys added 1. Now try to log in into the machine with this command ssh and so on. So I can copy Ctrl+Shift+C and Ctrl+Shift+V, or I can type the command. It's not difficult. So now I am using this option identity file key 1. And you see that I'm immediately logged into the remote account without asking for a password. So it did not ask for a password this time. And we can also see that it has created this account, this directory .ssh and this file authorized keys inside this directory ssh. Let us look at the content of this file. So this is the content of the file. And actually this is the public key that we copied. It appends it to this file authorized keys to the directory .ssh. So if I exit, and now I am at my local account and I show the content of this file, you see that it is this is the same as this one. So the command ssh copy ID, the command ssh copy ID that we used above is copying this public key to the remote server, and it is saving it into this file and with the correct permissions. This is accessible only by the owner, and also the directory .ssh has permissions only for the owner. Now, if I try, for example, the commands that I did before, they just work without a password. But still, I have to write this long command, and I have to remember the port, and sometimes I have to remember the IP of the server if I don't have a name for the server. So all these details can be saved in a configuration file, in an SSH configuration file. So let's create a configuration section for accessing this account on the remote server. Let me check whether I have the directory SSH. Yes, there is this directory SSH. I will create a file named config inside this directory. nano.ssh, or I can make sure that this is on the home directory. Home directory.ssh config. So this is a new file. I am creating it. It is empty, and I will write something on it. And I will write this section, host. This is the name. I'm making up a name here. This can be any name, the name of the server, or like a short name of the server. And then host name server1.fs.al, and then the port on the server, the user account, and the identity file. Identity file. SSH key1. With Control O, I am saving. Write out or save. Control O.
There's a type in identity. Type error.
Yes. Thanks, Andreas. Identity file. Identity file. Save again, and then exit with Control X. And now I still have to move key1 to this directory, because in the configuration file I'm telling it read the identity key from the directory .ssh key1. It can be any directory, but this is a good directory for storing the key. So let me move this key1 inside to this directory. Move key1.ssh. So now I have the key here as well, and now I can try SSH server1. The name that I used can be any name, just a short name and easy to remember. And I'm immediately logged into this remote account. Exit. So this is very short and very convenient, because I don't have to remember the name of the server or the IP of the server. I don't have to remember the port on the server, and also I don't have to remember which is the configuration, the identity file, because it is in the configuration settings. All of these details are in the configuration settings. So I have here the host name, the port, the user account, and also the path to the identity file. And this name can be any name. It doesn't matter. And also this can be an IP. Instead of the name of the server, it can be an IP, the IP of the server. And I can also execute commands remotely. Now this ls al is executed on the remote server. Or let me say, for example, who am I? So this who am I is executed on the remote server because on the local machine I am another user. Now this command ssh has also a similar command which works the same way, which is called sftp. This is like copy but secure copy. SCP is secure copy, but it works the same way as SSH, using the same protocol, etc. And it also uses the same configuration file. So I can use SCP and this the name of the server in order to copy something from the local account to the remote account, or from the remote account to the local account. For example, let me create a file, a test file locally, or I can use this foo.txt. For example, I want to copy this to the remote account. SCP foo.txt. I'm telling it copy to the remote account, and after this semicolon usually comes the path where I want to copy it. But because it is empty, it will be the home directory of the user Dashamir. And SSH if I check if I list the directory of the remote account, I see this foo.txt as well on the remote account. And let me create a file on the remote account. So I'm executing this command. I'm running this command on the remote account. And I see that this file has been created on the remote account. Now I want to copy this file from the remote account to the local account. So copy the file bar.txt from the server 1 to the current directory. And here is the file that we just copied. Similar to the command scp, there is the command sftp. FTP is file transfer protocol, but this sftp, secure file transfer protocol, is based on the SSH protocol as well. So it is also encrypted and has all the other benefits of the command SSH. And it also uses the configuration files of SSH, so we can use this as the name of the server without having to specify the user account, the IP, the port, etc. The connection details. So if I say sftp server 1, I get an sftp prompt, and this prompt is on the server 1, connected to server 1. Now, what can I do here? On this prompt, I can type help and see a list of sftp commands. One command is ls, for example, which is listing the directory on the remote server. LLS is local ls. It is listing the directory, the content of the directory on the local machine, on the local account. If I want to copy this file from the remote machine to the local machine, I can use get bar.text, fetching this one to this file, local file. And if I want to copy this file from the local account to the remote account, I can use put uploading foo.txt to this file on the remote directory. Quit, we exit from sftp. Now let's see some commands about creating archives, about archiving files. But first of all, let's create a test directory. Make dir p. This p will create the parent directory, even parent directories, even if they don't exist, because it is trying to create this directory, for example, but this directory itself does not exist. With the option p, it will create it anyway. So I created these directories named 001 from 001 to 100. There are 100 directories. Now I will use the command touch. The command touch is used to create an empty file. I will use to create some empty files into these directories. Touch test dir. File so this is a range. We mentioned it very quickly last time, that if we have these curly braces and we have this dot dot, it will create a range from this 001, for example, in this case, up to 100. And in this case, the range will be from A to Z. So this will be expanded by the shell. It will be interpreted and expanded by the shell. And also this will be interpreted and expanded by the shell. And this touch command is going to get 2,600 arguments. And it is going to create this many files, or yes. So if I look at this directory, for example, it has created all these 26 files from file A up to file Z. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, in the English alphabet. And the same for the second directory, and so on. So in total, it has created 2,600 files, and this touch command, in this case, is getting 2,600 arguments, and it is creating this many files. Now I want to create an archive of this directory. and all the files and all the subdirectories and files that are inside it. To create an archive, we can use the command tar, tape archive. It is a very old command, and the option -c is for create. It is going to create an archive, and this option -f is the name of the archive. Let's call it testdir.tar, and then we give it the name of the directory that is going to be included inside this archive. So this is the directory that will be included inside the archive. This is the name of the archive, so -f, and then the name of the file, and this -c is telling tar to create an archive. And we see that it has created this file, testdir.tar, which is of 1.4 megabyte. Now, we can look at the content of this archive. So, which files are included in this archive? Again, we use the command tar, but we use this option -t, which stands for table of contents. So what is the list of files inside this archive? And then also the option f for the name of the archive file. And we can pipe the output of this command to the command less so that we can view it page by page. Q to quit. Of course, we can combine these two options like this, and the result is the same. And we can also include the option V. So we are using the option -t, -v, and -f. And this V is for verbose. And now it is listing for each file also some details about the file. The permissions, the ownership, the modification date, and the path of the file. Now, the order of these options is important here, because if I say, for example, tfv, this is something else, something different. Why it is something different? Because the command tar after the option -f is expecting the name of the file, and now it is thinking that this v is the name of the file. And the command tar says v cannot open, no such file or directory. So it is interpreting this v as the name of the file, which is wrong. So that's why usually when we combine several options like this, the option F is always the last, should be always the last, before the name of the archive. And we can extract the files in this directory, again with the command tar. Let's create an empty directory. So we want to extract this archive into the current directory, which is this one, full. Control A, tar. Now the option -x is for extracting the archive, and again we give the name of the file with -f and the name of the archive file, or we can combine them, -xf, like this. So it has extracted everything, including the subdirectories and files, into the current directory. Let's clean up this directory foo. Now we use the command let's create again another archive, tar -c for create, and then f, and then test dir the tar. So we created the archive like this, but we can also include another option, which is z, for zipping or for compressing the content of the archive. And now we can add the extension .gz to the name of the archive, or we can call it tgz. So we can use the extension tgz, which means tar gz, or compressed archive, compressed tar. We also have to include the name of the directory that is going to be included into the archive. So this is the name of the archive file, and this is the directory that will be included into this archive. And if we compare the size of the archive file and the compressed archive, we see that it is much smaller. Now the same command, but if we change this option Z with the option J, it is going to use another compression tool. So for that one, it used the gzip or gnuzip. Now it is going to use bzip2, which is another compression tool which uses another compression algorithm. And let's also change the extension of the file to tbz. And if we look at the files, we see that the file that is compressed with gzip tool is 21K, but the one that is compressed with J option, -J option, it is 5.3 kilobyte. So it is smaller, so it does a better compression job. It does a better job at compressing the content of the archive. And we can also see the content of the compressed archive. Tar T is for viewing the content, for listing the content, and then Z is for a compressed archive, and then F is the archive file. So this is the one with tgz. So we see the content, and a similar command to view the view the content of the tbz archive, but instead of z, we use the option J. So uncompress and view the content, list the content of the archive. And again, if we add the option V here for verbose, it is going to give a long listing of the content. And we can also uncompress the same as we did for the archive file, extract, uncompress and extract. The same way as we extracted the archive file, but we are going to use the option Z for this, and the option J for this compressed archive. So let's try it. Create an empty directory. testdir.tgz. Now to uncompress and extract it, we use tar extract Z because it is compressed, and then F. So it has uncompressed it. Let's try to extract the other compressed file. But first, let's clean this directory. Control A, Control D, Control D, tar extract, J, F, and if we also add the option V while extracting, it will also list the files that are being extracted. Let us clean up. Let's also look at the rsync, the command rsync, which is used to synchronize, or maybe we can do it next time. Okay, let's stop for today, and we will do rsync on Friday.